Hey everybody, thank you so much for checking the channel out today. My name is Agabus. This is your financial education channel. And today we're going to learn a bit about car loans. What are they and how do you pay them off? First off, what is a car loan? It's when you don't have the money to buy a car and you're going to ask somebody else to pay the car for you up front. But don't worry, you will make sure to pay off that loan and to pay that person back over time. There are a couple of key terms that you need to know when you're looking to get a car loan. Number one is the annual percentage rate. The APR is the amount that you're going to pay in order to borrow that money, including all the extra junk like interest and fees. The higher the APR, the more you're going to owe over the course of that loan. The second one's a down payment. Again, you don't have money to buy the car up front, but maybe you've got a little bit of money to put down toward that payment up front. So maybe you bring 5% or 10% of the car purchase price, and the rest of it becomes the loan. The other item to know is the loan term. This is going to be the length of time that you will have to pay off this loan. Keep in mind, the longer the term, the more likely you are going to pay more in interest. Monthly payment. This is the monthly cash flow commitment you are making to make sure that you can pay this thing off. The principal is the amount that you're taking off, not the fees or penalties or interest, but just the full amount you're taking out up front. And then total cost is the principal as well as all of the other junk that they include. Most common types of car loans are for new or used vehicles, but you can also apply for a loan to buy out a lease sometimes or refinance an existing loan. Curious on the lease, my 2 cents, I'm a fan of buying the car outright. That way you own it, it is yours. But I do know a handful of folks who prefer the leasing method. What do you prefer? Are you a person who buys the car outright, or would you prefer to lease? A couple ways you can get the car loan. You can go direct lending directly from a bank, a credit union, or other financial institutions. Or you can get dealership financing, which would be the dealer is going to help you to create that loan through the dealer's financing department. Think of it as a mini bank inside of the car dealer. When you go to the car dealership and you're going to take out a car loan, a couple things you're going to need, of course, is your social security number, maybe a driver's license or a passport, current addresses, possibly previous addresses, current employment information, maybe even past employment information, total income, different income sources, and information on any other debt you might have, because again, you're trying to convince these people, don't worry, I'll pay you back. Now, a few tips and tricks I found from the World Wide Web. This is lendingtree.com regarding car loans is to use the 20-40-10 rule. 20-40-10 would be a 20% down payment. This means you are going to bring 20% of the purchase price to the closing in cash, check, credit card. Probably don't bring cash. Check would probably make more sense. And then a 4-year term or less. You don't want to bog yourself down with having so much debt that goes all the way out until you're dead. You do want to make sure to pay this off over time. And lastly is trying to keep the monthly out-the-door payment to 10% or less of your income. Mortgages and housing, they tend to say 30% on the high side of your income. But here we have transportation at or below 10%. A couple things to consider with this 20-40-10 rule when purchasing a car loan. Because you're putting down such a large down payment and agreeing to such shorter terms, this might help you save in the long run regarding paying that interest. Number two, it can also help you teach some good financial habits, such as budgeting for larger purchases. And a large down payment and a shorter repayment helps you pay it off faster. However, there are a couple other things that are considered cons to this strategy, Some consumers have a limited budget, can't afford to save enough for the down payment. Other factors such as inflation don't take into account the cost of owning a car, as well as a credit score. Your credit score is important when it comes to getting out more debt. Boy, these new car prices, I tell you, I would love to see what some would call deflation. I know it's a dirty term. Nobody likes to hear what deflation is, but personally, I'm a fan, and I think we should bring it back. These prices are outrageous, and guess what? They're only going to go up over time, so get them while it's hot. Hey, thank you so much for checking the channel out today. My name is Agabus. I hope you enjoyed what you saw. If you did and you want to help the channel out today, please hit the like button below. Subscribe if you want to see more content, and drop a comment in the comment section below. Thank you, as always, for checking out the channel. We look forward to seeing you next time.